Hello, Oregon, and welcome back. I'm your host, Veteran Mountain Man. And as you can see here, as of July 24th, it seems that some of the polls are stating that Kate Brown and Knute Buehler are in a dead heat for the gubernatorial race. Now, this does slightly predate my video from yesterday, which was talking about the fact that Governor Brown is now being accused of illicitly dealing with unions, PACs, and businesses and creating bribes as part of those dealings. So it could be already that the state polling has shifted even further in the favor of Knute Buehler. But this was going on even before that. As you can see here, Gravis Marketing in Florida estimates that Governor Brown and candidate Knute Buehler are in a dead heat with 45% likely voters, with 45% of likely voters each favoring one of the candidates, giving a 10% spread, basically, as to what will tip the decision. Now, this is not that unrealistic, especially since Dennis Richards recently broke the Oregon blue wall and became a Republican Secretary of State in a state that hadn't had a statewide office like that held by a Republican in quite some time. And in fact, the state has not had a Republican governor since the 1970s, from what I remember, which means that we're looking at almost 50 years of Democrat rule, which has slowly degraded the economic base of the state of Oregon. There is no more logging. There is no more resource gathering. There is little to no production in the state of Oregon anymore. And while there has been some economic growth due to tech sector, most people can't afford to live here. And the reason being is because prices and inflation and wage growth are just all out of whack. Oregon is becoming the new California, and we need to get rid of the leadership to stop that. And it looks like Oregonians might have finally woken up. Now, Oregon Public Broadcasting, who has been severely wrong in many polls as of late, show Kate Brown leading Knute Buehler 46% to 29%. I'm betting that OPB has oversampled the Democrat voting bloc of the state of Oregon, or sampled a bunch of homeless people who are not going to vote, because that would explain that polling number set right there very quickly. And if OPB just went downtown to Pioneer Square and interviewed random people going through Pioneer Square, you would get a result like that pretty quick, because that would be a majority of Democrats, socialists, and homeless people who wander through there on a regular basis. Now, Gaston and OPB have both been called out for their surveying methodology, but Gaston has been far more accurate than OPB has over the past 20 years. So I'm going to believe their numbers a little bit more. Now, this doesn't mean that we can sit on our laurels and, just expect that Republicans will win the gubernatorial race in Oregon. No, we need to make sure that we step up our campaign action and that we actually push to get Knute Buehler into the governor's office, especially with right now Governor Brown attacking him, stating he cannot actually represent his district because his current campaign for governor is based out of Tualatin instead of Bend, where he is representative for the state legislature. So I would like all Republicans or conservatives or Trump-servatives or whoever is watching this to help me in support of Knute Buehler against Governor Brown in the push to replace a Democrat with a Republican of some sort in Oregon and to start the push from blue to red in Oregon. Because it's about time that Oregonians thought about Oregonians first and started healing this state's economic woes. Because right now we've got massive unemployment and massive welfare reliance, just like California does. and we need to end it. This state should not be in this situation. Well, thank you all again for joining me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to attend the Patriot Prayer that is going on today in downtown Portland. There is more information on Facebook. I will include a link to the Facebook page where you can go and find it, as well as a link to the Oregon Live article that I'm discussing here. And as always, have yourself a beautiful day.